Chosen one, before you scroll away and stop. Because if you're hearing this message right now, it's not by accident. God led you here, and what I'm about to reveal might explain everything you've been feeling but couldn't quite understand. Before we begin, drop a boy in the comments if you've ever felt different. Not better than others, but set apart in ways that made people misunderstand you. And if you're ready to uncover what God hid inside you, hit that subscribe button, because after this, you'll never look at yourself the same again. Now listen carefully. There are abilities within you that can't be taught, copied, or explained. They are divine codes written into your spirit before you were even born. The world calls it intuition, but heaven calls it divine knowing. You feel energy before words are even spoken. You can sense when something is off in a room, or when someone's smile hides their pain. You may not understand how, but that's the first sign. Chosen ones don't just hear, they discern. You see, God didn't give you this sensitivity to make you weak. He gave it to make you a spiritual radar, one that detects truth in a world full of deception. That's why sometimes you feel drained after being around certain people. Your spirit recognizes what your eyes cannot. Another hidden ability? Divine resilience. You've been knocked down more times than you can count, but somehow every single time you rise stronger. It's not luck. It's design. The same fire that tried to destroy you became the fire that refined you. Chosen ones also carry the gift of transformation. You don't stay in pain, you alchemize it. Where others see loss, you see lessons. Where others give up, you grow wings. That's why your enemies are confused. Because every weapon they throw your way becomes a stepping stone in your destiny. And then there's the gift of revelation. You get flashes, dreams, or sudden inner messages that turn out to be true. It's not coincidence, it's prophecy in motion. Heaven is speaking through your subconscious, preparing you before things unfold. When you feel those chills, those random thoughts that carry peace or warning, that's not just your mind. That's God whispering, pay attention. Chosen one, there's also something else. Something most people never realize about you. Your presence alone shifts atmospheres. You walk into a place and people suddenly feel uneasy or calm or awakened. Why? Because the divine energy inside you confronts whatever is not aligned with truth. That's power. And most of the time, even you don't realize you're doing it. But here's the truth, these abilities come with a price. Isolation, misunderstanding, fatigue. Because when you carry heaven's frequency, the world doesn't always know how to handle it. That's why you've been rejected. That's why you've been underestimated. Because your spirit threatens every illusion built around you. Chosen one, listen carefully. Because what I'm about to reveal will change how you see yourself forever. Your first hidden ability is spiritual foresight. It's subtle, often ignored, and sometimes scary. You sense things before they happen. Warnings, blessings, opportunities. And most people around you have no idea how to interpret it. This is not coincidence. It is a direct gift from God. Every time you feel a sudden nudge to pause, pray, or act, that's heaven speaking through your spirit. Do not dismiss it. Do not second guess it. Your second ability is emotional immunity. Chosen ones absorb the pain and fear of others, but they rarely let it consume them. You feel the world's energy, yes, but it doesn't destroy your essence. It strengthens you. It trains you to act with clarity when others panic, to lead when others flee, and to speak truth when lies surround you. This is why your presence unsettles some people, because the divine energy within you exposes what they are hiding. Next, there is instant comprehension of divine patterns. Things that take others months or years to understand, you grasp in moments. Your mind sees connections, sees timing, sees cause and effect in ways most cannot. This is why you've often felt misunderstood or isolated. People cannot follow your line of thinking because your brain is wired by heaven itself to perceive the bigger spiritual picture. Another hidden gift is healing influence. Even without knowing it, your words, touch, or presence can uplift others. Some of you have been called empaths or soothing souls. But what you feel is deeper than empathy. It's divine energy flowing through you to restore balance. Every smile, every word of encouragement, every act of faith is leaving spiritual fingerprints on those around you. Then there's prophetic intuition. This is when you know what will happen before it unfolds. Sometimes in dreams, sometimes in quiet nudges, sometimes in flashes of thought that you cannot explain. The gift is subtle yet powerful. It prepares you and those around you for what is to come. When people dismiss it as imagination, God laughs because He knows that you are witnessing reality from a perspective others cannot see. Chosen one, your hidden abilities are cumulative. They interact with each other. Your foresight enhances your intuition. Your emotional immunity amplifies your healing influence. Your comprehension of divine patterns guides your prophetic insights. But there is a warning. The world may never understand you. Some may ridicule your instincts, challenge your sensitivity, or question your choices. Do not be discouraged. Do not try to conform. Every ability you carry is part of your divine assignment, and the assignment is far bigger than the world around you. Now here's the part many overlook. Your spiritual magnetism. People are drawn to you without knowing why. Some are drawn for good, to learn, grow, or be protected. Listen, your abilities are alive. They're not passive traits. They're breathing channels of energy connected directly to the spiritual realm. But many of you have been asleep. You've doubted yourself. You've ignored the signs, brushed off the nudges, questioned the voice within, and now heaven is saying, it's time. The first way to activate your hidden abilities is through stillness. When the world gets noisy, your power gets clouded. Every chosen one must learn to pause, to be alone, not lonely. Because in silence, the divine signal becomes clear. That's when downloads happen. That's when the next assignment is whispered. That's when your senses sharpen, and you begin to feel spiritual frequencies that were once faint. The second key is obedience. Every time you follow that quiet instruction, even when it makes no sense, you multiply your spiritual accuracy. Heaven tests obedience before it releases higher authority. So when you feel a sudden urge to text someone, pray for someone, or walk away from someone, don't hesitate. You're not losing anything by obeying. You're unlocking everything. Third, you must understand the law of energy exchange. Chosen ones leak energy when they give too much to the wrong people. Every time you over-explain, chase, or try to convince someone to see your heart, you drain your light. And when your light dims, your gifts dull. So guard your energy like sacred oil. Only pour it where God directs. You are not meant to be accessible to everyone. Your availability is your currency. Now here's where things get deep. There's a hidden ability inside you that most chosen ones never realize, the power of spiritual coding. When you speak with faith, your words rearrange energy. They shift the unseen. That's why your prayers move things faster than others. That's why your affirmations carry weight. Because heaven encoded your voice with authority. When you speak, realms respond. Angels listen. Doors open, and darkness trembles. But this authority only stays pure if your intentions are clean. That's why God isolates you. Not to punish you, but to purify your power. He strips away your ego, your pride, your need to prove yourself, until all that's left is truth. Then and only then can your gifts manifest fully. Chosen one, you've been feeling the symptoms of activation. Random bursts of energy, sudden fatigue after spiritual breakthroughs, strange dreams, body tingles, light sensitivity, emotional waves. You're not crazy. You're transforming. Your nervous system is adjusting to hold divine voltage. You're literally being rewired to carry heaven's frequency. And here's something that will shock you. Every chosen one who begins to awaken will experience resistance. The enemy will distract you through conflict, fake opportunities, or emotional chaos. Because when your mind is scattered, your gifts scatter too. So your greatest weapon isn't force, it's focus. Stay centered. But this authority only stays pure if your intentions are clean. That's why God isolates you. Not to punish you, but to purify your power. He strips away your ego, your pride, your need to prove yourself, until all that's left is truth. Then and only then can your gifts manifest fully. Chosen one, you've been feeling the symptoms of activation. Random bursts of energy, sudden fatigue after spiritual breakthroughs, strange dreams, body tingles, light sensitivity, emotional waves. You're not crazy. You're transforming. Your nervous system is adjusting to hold divine voltage. You're literally being rewired to carry heaven's frequency. And here's something that will shock you. Every chosen one who begins to awaken will experience resistance. The enemy will distract you through conflict, fake opportunities, or emotional chaos. Because when your mind is scattered, your gifts scatter too. So your greatest weapon isn't force, it's focus. Stay centered. Guard your peace like a fortress. Because when peace rules your spirit, miracles follow your footsteps. Now, let's talk about activation through faith in action. When you pray, believe. When you visualize, expect. When you declare, don't look back. The moment you doubt, your energy splits. But when you trust, fully, fearlessly, heaven sinks everything in your favor. You are not manifesting from ego. You are co-creating with God. That's the difference between the chosen and the lost. And listen carefully. Your journey isn't just personal. It's prophetic. Every challenge you've survived has calibrated your power. Every heartbreak has fine-tuned your discernment. Every betrayal has sharpened your spiritual radar. God didn't allow pain to destroy you. He used it to program you. Now you carry divine empathy wrapped in divine strength. You can feel everything but still stand tall. You can love deeply but never beg for love again. You can forgive without forgetting who you are. You've been molded into a spiritual weapon that can shift atmospheres just by walking into a room. People sense something about you but can't explain it. That's divine radiation. You are heaven's frequency in human form. So now I want you to pause and write in the comments, "I'm ready to activate." Because saying it isn't just a comment, it's a declaration. It's a spiritual signature that tells heaven, I'm prepared for the next level. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, not for me, but for the messages God is using to guide you. Because these words are not just videos. They are confirmations for your spirit. Chosen one, this is your time. Your awakening isn't random. Your transformation is intentional. Heaven is calling your name louder than ever. And when you respond with faith, the universe bends to align with your destiny.